Good morning, you guys. So after I posted my picture of my cake last night, I thought I would make a little video this morning for you guys because I'm on my way to the studio to begin finalizing everything for my shoot this afternoon. So I thought, well, this is a good time to talk with you a little bit more about inspiration and copying. So, because I talk about it a lot. And I think it's one thing is that, you all have to, everybody has to go through it. But if you've been doing photography for a while, we need to be on the other side of that work for sure. So, I just wanted to tell you, I know in my post earlier, I did talk about how, things from my childhood, which I think everybody should tap into that. Or for me, sometimes it's the way I wish my childhood had been. Those can be inspiration for pictures. But I love story. I love people's stories. I love children's stories. I love children's stories from, back in the day. I love fairy tales. I'm obsessed with fairy tales. I really love them. I love nursery rhymes. I love things revolving around children because I've been in education for over 30 years. So I would rather be with kids than adults on most days, to be honest. They just make me laugh. They're hilarious. There are no filters and they're very honest. So I find a lot of inspiration from kids and, also from period pieces. So I've even gone to museums just to look at the art, to look at the content in paintings, the light in paintings, to think about how I want to light images for particular moods. So the story behind today's shoot, and this is if all goes well and I can pull it off, is I was in Michigan last November speaking at a conference for principals. And of course, for me, if I've got 5 minutes, I'm going to an antique store if I can, because that's my jam. I love to be amongst dust and old things. It just makes me happy. So I was in this really awesome antique store and I found a vintage Pin the Tail on the Donkey game. So immediately in my head, I see the late 1940s, early 50s, Pin the Tail on the Donkey in the kitchen with the cake and family. So that's actually what I'm going to try to photograph today. I've been building the set for about a week. I've been collecting things off and on for this for months, just, for the right color scheme. So I've actually been digging in images of that time period. I've even watched videos from that time period. I've looked at a lot of paintings from that time period, children's illustrations. So I just enjoy the process of that. And I love getting all of these ideas in my head. And then of course the challenge is, can I get it out through the lens? So that is my goal today. But it's really about that idea of when you're looking for inspiration, it's about collecting across a lot of things. If you see something and you're like, oh, I love that, you don't need to go create an image right after that. You really need to play across several pieces of things that could inspire you. And that, to me, is one of the ways that you can get it to sort of make it your own and not just go out and copy it. I have a mom who's coming for one of my Christmas sessions, and she's doing, she sent me some images of things she liked. And I didn't ask her to do that, but that's what parents do. And the images were darling, but I've seen them before. I've seen them, it's, and they're sweet, but it's like, I don't want to duplicate what someone else has created. So what I did is I'm like, okay, let me think about the feelings that are evoked in these images that she sent me. Let me think about the color scheme that's evoked in the images that she's sent me. And then I want to put my own spin on that. So I took those things in terms of color scheme and the feeling in the images. And I took also something I've been inspired to do as a Christmas session for a baby for, a couple of years. And I've merged those two things. And so that's why I feel confident that I can go in and do this image and it's going to be unique. It's going to be different. No one's done it before. And it's because I've gone across multiple things. I have some antique, or really just old props that I found at one time that sort of inspired the beginning of that Christmas image, as well as I've looked at tons of old children's illustrations. So, you know, I hope this is helping you. And I'm gonna run in now to a party store because I gotta go pick some things up for this shoot today, just some last minute things I've thought of. And you know, throw some feed back down at the bottom and let me know if this is helping you. Okay? All right. You guys have a fabulous day.